Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been living under a rock, then well, welcome to my channel. I am Nuso, and today we'll be going through the feedback list for Wuthering Waves. Now this is a 2.4 comprehensive feedback list. Again, we're going to not just review the feedback list, but we will also go ahead and we'll rank it as a red, green or yellow. Meaning either red being not needed, green being needed, and yellow being not a high priority at the moment. Starting off first, QTE quests. Basically, for those of you who don't know what QTE quests are, they are quick time events that happen during the story mode of Wuthering Waves. And if you're familiar with it, you'll know there's not actually that challenging. Again, having to just press one button every like 10 seconds when such a lot of things are happening makes you feel like a 5-year-old playing a little baby game. Oversimplifying gameplay elements risks alienating players by assuming they are incapable of handling challenges. Listen, I personally have no beef with the quick time events being just one button because it's not the core gameplay itself. But I do think, you know, making it a bit more challenging would be nice. Having us, you know, actually fail the quick time events would be, well, quite a nice addition to the game. The suggestion is that we add an auto and a manual pop-up screen before we actually start the game, which I think would be brilliant. Also, I don't think it's like a high priority situation at the moment. So with QTE quest proposal, I think it's a yellow. It would be fun, but really the game is not surrounded by quick time events. It's like this is the first one we've had in a long time. I think this is the first one I could remember. Synthesis upgrade. So apparently I'm not the only one having a problem with this. For those who don't know, when you are upgrading a material, right, let's say you need a gold. The gold will say, cool, we need a couple of purples to make the gold. Then you go to your purples, you realize you don't have purples. Now you need to go back to your blues. And now you go back to your blues, you don't, oh wait, I don't have blues, but I have a couple hundred of greens. So having to, you know, synthesize materials to constantly go back to the previous versions of them, constantly upgrade them, well not upgrade them, but basically create better versions of them, it's kind of an annoying hassle in allowing you to select and for the system to automatically calculate the amount that you'll be getting for the gold, which I think is a cool idea. I think it's brilliant. I think that is a green flag. It should be introduced by the next patch. We need something like that, 100%. Ascension materials. Now this annoys me a lot. This is definitely a green, 100%. So have you ever gotten a new character in a game that you joined late and realized, oh, I have to travel all the way to this region in order to upgrade this character? Damn, Carthathy and Lupamains, I'm so sorry. You will have to travel through an entire story mode to get to where you need to be in order, hear me out, to just upgrade your character beyond level 20. That is mad. So the suggestion is as follows, is that make a small amount of essential materials available to be purchased in the shop in early regions such as Jinzhou, or be given as the rewards during the event in the same patch. Now here's the problem with that. You can do that, but that leaves the entire thing of, oh, but what about the players who aren't new? Oh, we can just buy all the materials on the first day from the patch instead of farming them. It takes away from the player base the grinding aspect, which, by the way, if you don't know, from a business standpoint, you want the players to be engaged for as long as possible. So they wouldn't do that, 100%. They wouldn't do that. So what I would rather suggest as the company is that they go ahead and they implement the ability to teleport to at least one teleport waypoint per region if you haven't unlocked it yet. So let's say the main city of Raguna, well, you can just TP there or TP into the first mountain, and then you can basically explore the new region without having to actually reach there via story quest. Trial experience. Now, personally, I've never had a problem with this, but some people feel that consider extending the duration of trial sessions or allowing them to continue indefinitely. Reason being is why people are wanting this is because they feel like there's not enough, you know, time with the new character in the trial sessions for you to experience their full kit and just the extent of the character's power, which, fair enough, in a lot of cases it is kind of difficult. I'll say this is a green, 100% a green. Event tab organization. Okay, me personally, I have no beef with the events tab, guy. This is a red, 100% a red. If they want to make it better slightly, they can, but I mean, it's not necessary. The whole argument of this is basically that, oh, I cannot see whether my event tabs is completed or not. I won't be able to see if I completed this event. Brother, the score is there. The score is on the board. You see 6,000 out of 6,000 out of your elusive dream state, bro. It's done. Also, it's not that difficult to go into an event and remember, wait, I've completed this one. Oh, I've completed this one. Bro, you're not a goldfish, buddy. You're not a goldfish. Like, come on. You can remember things, okay? So I think this is a red. It doesn't have to be implemented in the game. If they're going to do it, fine. For all the people who accidentally forget that if I've completed this event. Guys, come on, man. You guys on 5. Any woos? Weather control options. Yes. Green. 100%. I think the ability to switch between rain, snow, stormy or sunny weather and have them cycle through randomly, this would be a green flag 100%. Add a pity count in the convene page. No. It's not a must. I think if you would like to go ahead and open up your pity counter to count how much pity you have, like, you can do that. But it's not a must. It's a yellow for me because, like, it's just like, bro, just count the page. Count your wishes. Like, it's not that hard. The highest you're going to count is going to be 90. It ain't that deep. Alright, the next one. Removing limit from weekly bosses. Please consider removing the weekly challenge cap and instead adopting a system where the first 3 weekly boss attempts are free, with subsequent attempts costing a set amount of stamina or a premium resource. I will say 100% green. I find it very annoying that I can't get an ascension material, material for characters' skills, but I can get everything else, and I have to wait till the next week to build it again. I do think they should go ahead and add the system in 100%, because I would like to build other characters, but hey, we gotta wait till next week, and then by next week that comes, oh, new character drop, and now I'll pull for this character, so I have to take this character as a priority now, which is kind of annoying. So I do think this is a green flag, 100%, because I would like to build my 4 stars, but I don't get the time to build my 4 stars, which is another big little pet peeve that I'm going to be addressing, is the issues with 4-star characters, guys. This is a green flag. This has to be addressed immediately. Dude, since 2.0, there's been a noticeable decline in 4-star characters, 100%, 100%. Which is beginning in the impact play and diversity and team building options, 100%. Additionally, a number of existing 4-star weapons have suboptimal stats, and the most recently released 4-star character possesses kits that are either poorly designed, or lack synergy, resulting in limited usage with the community. 4-star characters, they don't exist in Wuthering Waves, and that is the problem. The whole reason why this is actually a big issue is because characters aren't feeling like they are balanced amongst 5 stars, but amongst 4 stars it's like they're basically useless. At least in other gacha games, 4 stars are quite usable, and that's why I think I'll give my hat off to Genshin, because there's 4 stars and they are actually very brilliantly usable and quite good. I think adding more 4 stars in the game that actually serve a good purpose in building a team and that acts as very good supports is brilliant, because I think the only good 4 stars we have is Dungeon being a great DPS, Sanwa a great sub DPS, okay, and Mortefi a good heavy attack damage boner buffer, which is great for Gion mains. That's basically it. Tauchi, maybe? I just find it very annoying that Kuro Games is not focusing on this, and it is a it is a must. It is a must. Yeah, that's it. Wow, guys, that's actually a quite a decent list. I think these are great suggestions. I do think a housing system would slap, but that's for another video, huh? Well, that's it for me, boys. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're trying to reach 1,000 subs so that we can get monetized. Eh? That's part of the goal. Another video coming out with me and my whole suggestion of a housing system. It's actually going to be quite good. I've really put a lot of thought into it, though. So yeah, peace, boys.